So I did read that you said you were thinking of retiring. What brought you back?
Well, a lot of things. I would say, first of all, an off-season thumb surgery, going through that process, rehabbing, being cleared, and then starting to hit again. And then you start getting the itch again. You start to realize I really do enjoy doing this. I like playing baseball. A lot of my talk of retiring last year, when you're released early in the year and you're not sure you're going to get a chance to play again, and you get a chance, you start thinking about the reality that not everyone gets to kind of choose when their career's over. And, having a young family, too, that likes having their dad home, that played a little factor into it, too. But, just talking to a lot of my friends, too, about guys that are no longer playing anymore. They said, you'll know when you know. And I really did think after last season it was going to be the end. I moved from here, moved to Texas, bought a piece of land, was ready to be full-time dad, start to explore other interests and hobbies of mine. But a big part of me just kept, thinking about playing and wanting to play. And it wasn't just my decision. It was a decision, I had to ask my kids and my wife, and my kids still like watching me play. They enjoy watching their dad play. They like the a little bit of the chaos of, traveling and moving around and going to baseball games. But with that, I ended up in a perfect spot because if all things work out, I'll be at home. My kids get to stay in school and be normal kids and play their sports and stuff. So, it was it's just crazy how things work out sometimes. You don't always get to choose your destiny in this game, and I ended in the right place.
Whereabouts in Texas did you move to?
Argyle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
DFW.
Yeah. North of Dallas, they say. It's been a cool move, and I think living in a smaller town compared to where I came from here, people are excited that I'm here, and I told them not to get too excited. I still got a lot of work to do to make a team, but to have the support of north of Dallas is pretty cool.
So is it a thing for you? You go through the off season and you have the surgery, you're ramping back up, you're hitting, and is it a thing you say, okay, I feel like I can still do this? Like, is that, how big of a part is that as you make the decision of feeling?
I would say it was right around the winter meetings, which happened to be in Dallas where I was living, and I had a conversation with my agent about I'm all in. Like, I can't be half in, half out. I got to be all in. And I called him and I said, hey, I'm gonna come meet you at the winter meetings. I want teams to know I'm all in. Like, I know I said I was going to retire, but I'm entitled to take that back, And if they ask why, I'd love to have that conversation with them. The same reason I'm telling you guys, you play this game for so long. I accomplished a lot of things in my career that I wanted to accomplish. And obviously, having kids changes a lot of things. You want them to kind of grow up the same way that you grew up and make friends and go to school and play sports. But, I just told them I was all in. And, I started kind of ramping up. And, a big part of me, the reason the offseason kind of gets old. When you're an older guy and you got to wait till, spring training starts, that puts a lot of, stress on yourself, a lot of stress on your family. There's a lot of doubts that go into, like, why am I at the cage right now when I could be at home with my wife, my kids, I could be doing other things, I could start exploring other things. It becomes difficult, becomes a little lonely at times when you're in a weight room or you're in a cage hitting by yourself and you're like, what's all this for? I still had some kind of, bad taste in my mouth the way my individual season ended last year. I felt like I had a really good first half when I was with the Angels. Then I kind of sputtered a little bit out of the All-Star break, got hurt, played through the thumb injury, and just didn't end the year the way I felt like I could play. And I felt like I'm more of the guy that played in the first half and the second half, and I'm just excited to go out and prove that I can still play this game at a high level, and more importantly, be part of a winning organization and help some of these younger guys along the way.
What exactly was the thumb injury that you had there?
I had a UCL repair, my thumb, yeah. So
You mentioned helping younger guys along. I mean, you got Evan Carter and Wyatt Langford, specifically two young outfielders who seem to have a lot of talent. What does that look like on your end of being a guy who's been around and knows the deal for
open book, go out there and there's no secrets, just anything they want to know or anything I see along the way, just kind of help them become a better version of themselves defensively. Both of these guys are probably better than me offensively, so I can't really help them on that end, but as I get to know them a little bit more, watch them, just some baseball IQ stuff too, things you learn along the way, how to, think the game, see things before it happened, read swings, on the base pass, try to understand how to pick up some tips on pitchers, how to get some, moving leads, how to just see different things in the game to just try to help them become a better version of themselves. And, I found that last year being with the Angels with a lot of younger outfielders too, being the old guy in the room, just kind of really finding, passion and joy in that, and kind of almost being an extension of the coaching staff. I'm not ready to be a coach. That's why I'm still here. I still enjoy playing, but I also understand my role on a team, that I'm not a guy who's expected to go out there and play every day. So just kind of be an extension of that coaching staff for the outfielders and just kind of share the things that I've learned, because I played with a lot of great outfielders and they taught me a lot of things along the way, and I've had to learn and adapt, as I've gotten older, as the game's changed with positioning, still learning not to be a robot to your positioning, and learning how to still read swings and anticipate, have the conversations with your pitchers and your catchers about how you're going to attack guys, just, things, game within the game sort of stuff. So I'm excited to get out there, see these guys work, and help these guys along the way.